I told you that the law of attraction is not new? What if I told you that thousands of years before modern manifestation teachers, before books, before trends, a man walked this earth and demonstrated it perfectly? A man who didn't just teach manifestation, he lived it. That man was Jesus Christ. But here's the truth most people miss. The teachings of Jesus are not just religious. They are deeply psychological, deeply spiritual, and incredibly practical. Hidden within his words are precise instructions on how reality is shaped, instructions on faith, on belief, on imagination, on assumption, and most importantly, on becoming one with the unseen before it appears in the seen. Today, we uncover the law of attraction through the exact words of Jesus. Not interpretation, not distortion, but truth. The law of attraction, in simple terms, is this. Your inner state creates your outer reality. And Jesus said the same thing clearly, powerfully, and repeatedly. In the book of Matthew, it is written, "According to your faith be it unto you." Read that again. Not according to your effort, not according to your circumstances, but according to your faith. Faith is not blind belief. Faith is inner certainty, emotional conviction, the ability to accept something as real before it becomes visible. And this is the foundation of manifestation. Most people pray with hope, but Jesus never taught hope. He taught assumption. In Mark 11:24, he says, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours." Notice something important. He does not say believe that you will receive it. He says believe that you have already received it. This is the secret. This is manifestation. This is living in the end. When you feel, think, and act as if your desire is already fulfilled, you align yourself with its reality. Jesus was teaching people to shift identity from someone who wants to someone who already has. Every miracle performed by Jesus had one condition: belief. When a blind man approached him, Jesus asked, "Do you believe that I am able to do this?" Because belief is the doorway. Nothing enters your reality unless it is accepted within. And after the man said yes, Jesus responded, "According to your faith be it unto you," and the man received his sight. This was not magic. This was alignment. Jesus was showing that your belief determines your experience. One of the most misunderstood teachings of Jesus is this: the kingdom of God is within you. People think the kingdom is somewhere outside, but he clearly says it is within. This means your inner world, your imagination, your consciousness is the source of everything. The kingdom is not a place. It is a state of being. And when you enter that state internally, your external reality begins to reflect it. Jesus often spoke in parables because imagination is powerful. He wanted people to see, not just hear. Modern manifestation teaches visualization. But Jesus taught the same principle indirectly when he said, "If you can believe, all things are possible to him who believes." To believe something fully, you must first see it within. You must experience it internally. This is imagination, and imagination is creation. Faith is not words, faith is feeling. When Jesus healed people, he often said, "Your faith has made you whole." Faith is not repeating affirmations. It is emotional certainty. The feeling of already having what you desire. And this feeling is what impresses the subconscious mind. When the subconscious accepts something as true, it begins to express it in reality. Jesus never reacted to appearances. Storms came, and he remained calm. People doubted, and he remained certain because he understood something deeply. The outer world is not the source. The inner world is. That is why he said, "Do not worry about tomorrow," because worry is fear. Fear is negative faith, and what you fear, you attract. Jesus didn't just teach, he demonstrated. When he fed thousands with limited food, he did not focus on lack. He gave thanks. Gratitude is assumption. Gratitude means it is already done, and from that state, abundance appeared. Many people try to manifest but remain stuck because of resistance. And Jesus gave the solution. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Forgiveness is not for others, it is for you. It clears emotional blocks, releases negative energy, and aligns you with flow. Jesus also said, "I and the Father are one." This is not just a religious statement. This is manifestation mastery. The Father represents the creative source, and when you become one with your desire, When there is no separation, it must manifest because there is no longer resistance. The law of attraction is not new, it is ancient, it is divine, it is written and hidden in plain sight within the teachings of Jesus Christ. Faith, belief, assumption, feeling, imagination. These are not modern ideas. They are eternal principles. And when you apply them correctly, you don't chase reality. You create it. And this is only the beginning, because when you truly understand this, you begin to see that this is not just knowledge, this is power. And once you awaken to it, your life will never be the same again. Now let us go deeper, beyond surface understanding, into application, into embodiment, into living this truth in a way that transforms not just your thoughts, but your identity itself. Because knowledge without embodiment changes nothing, but knowledge lived becomes power expressed. Jesus did not ask people to merely agree with him. He asked them to become something new. He asked them to step into a new state of being, a state where doubt dissolves and certainty takes its place, a state where the invisible becomes more real than the visible. This is where true manifestation begins, not in effort, but in identity. The greatest shift you can ever make is not changing your actions, but changing who you believe you are. Because every action flows from identity, every result flows from belief, and every outcome is a reflection of your inner state. When Jesus said, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he," the emphasis was not on surface thought, but on the deep inner knowing, the subconscious conviction that defines reality. You are not what you occasionally think. You are what you consistently feel to be true. And this is why repetition is powerful, not because it convinces the world, but because it convinces you. When an idea is impressed again and again upon the mind, it sinks deeper, moving from conscious thought into subconscious belief. And once it becomes belief, it begins to shape reality automatically. This is why many people fail. They try once, they affirm once, they visualize once, and when they do not see immediate results, they return to doubt. But Jesus never taught inconsistency. He taught persistence in belief. He said, "Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you." These are not three separate actions. They are one continuous state of persistence. Asking is the desire, seeking is the inner alignment, and knocking is the unwavering assumption that it is already done.